Today marks 1700, seventh day of day lessons, day reflections. And today I want to speak about such a random topic. I heard it and really loved it. Is that you can potentially love your experience or you can experience your love. And I don't speak about intimacy. I don't speak about intimate relationships, even though that could be used for that. But I will repeat again. So you can love your experience or you can experience your love. And I speak about a lot of things that what you do, like the things that you love, the things that you do, and I think that we're able to really experience the activities and we are able not to. And I think that I will share seven reflections that we can really have about really those sayings of love your experience and experience your love, because I think there's a lot of truth in that. And sometimes we can really have love but we don't experience it, and we sometimes have experience but we don't love it. And I think that there is a very important things to know about it. So number one is you don't find love by thinking about it. You experience it by participating in life. That means if you really want to experience your love, what it means, it means participation. So asking, what do you really love? Because I know that when sometimes you can say, okay, I love this, I love this, I love this, I love doing this. How often do you really put yourself in a position to experience your love? For example, I love hiking. But when I even myself looking, when last time did I hike? Maybe a month ago. So why did I didn't do the thing that I like? Why didn't I experience my love? Now, of course, there's a lot of seasons when you need to do other things. That's totally fine. But I think that we always need to reflect if the urges that we are doing right now, putting us away from experiencing our loves. And that's sometimes we have a lot of loves, but we do not experience that. And it could be even with an intimate relationship that you have. You have a love that you have to the person, but you don't give the resources, don't have energy, don't give the money, don't give attention, don't give quality time, don't get active service to the person. And again, you don't experience the love, and I think that's extremely important. That if we want to really enjoy life, we need to participate in our love. So you need to know and build those loves, because to find your love, you build your love and passion to something. And because a lot of times you're not passionate about something, but when you develop that relationship with that activity, even when you start connection with a person in intimate relations, you don't love that person immediately. You need to really build that relationship to really start loving that other person. Exactly the same with activities. Number two, most people say love your experience because they are trying to escape discomfort. Love your experience. So what it means is that sometimes when you're pursuing some kind of vision, there is some kind of experience that you will need to go through that you will not love. You will hate it. You will hate it terribly. But what you don't hate, what you love, is the results of those experiences. So that means sometimes we need to push through the struggle, the trade offs that we need to make. And sometimes those struggles will be put on us by the world, by the universe, by other things that is not on you that those things came in. And that means that sometimes we don't need to love our experience. It's great when you have that ability to love our experiences. And a lot of times, when you really do the necessary things, you will love experience at the end of the journey, because know that this experience allow you to achieve the things. But a lot of times, while you in that experience, most likely it might be that you will not love it. Not all the time, because it depends what you do. Number three, experience your love is harder because it depends embodiment. Experience your love. So what it means is that, do you actually show affection to the person? Experience your love. That means, do you communicate honestly with that other person? I guess experience your love is that really being able to participate. Again, this is participation is the key word here. Do you really embody that experiencing that love? Because sometimes even we can say, okay, I give my an energy, attention to some kind of love. Could be even activity. Like say that I want to really be a great basketball player. So you can go to a training, but your mind might be somewhere else. But when mind is somewhere else and you're not present, you're not able to develop that love. You're not able to experience full that love. And it's exactly the same with relationships, with friendships. Because you can have love to your friends. Different kind of love, of course, friendship love. But if you don't experience that love by giving a present moment all the time, of course that will be different, and you don't embody that love. Number four, your experiences become meaningful largely because of the quality attention you bring to them. What it means is that sometimes when we're really experiencing things in life, but we experiencing like almost like a sleepwalking. So it means that you mindlessly doing something, you experience it, but only with it in a physical world. You're doing mindlessly, like you did so many times automatically. So your mind is totally elsewhere, and that means that we really don't enjoy life at that moment, and it becomes so much more meaningful when you really said it. I want to be present with this activity. I want to experience fully, grasp every single moment of this ability to enjoy this love. Because maybe we are just too much in our head. Maybe we are too far in the future, maybe too back in the past, and we're not able to enjoy present moment and truly experience moment. Because if we are having anxiety or shame or guilt because we're thinking too much about future or thinking about the past, even though that we're doing the things, we do not experience the things. We do not experience the love, and it's again the quality of the things that we do will increase when we bring presence into the moment. Number five, you are constantly chase better experiences. If you constantly chase better experiences, you eventually become emotionally numb. Sometimes it's interesting because when you experience your love, even the things that you have done in the past multiple times, you're able to really become creative and ask, okay, what could they do creatively in the same love? Rather than seeking something totally new, maybe they came able to really look into the same love that they had always had, from a different angle and be creative. And I think that is a beautiful thing that sometimes novelty addiction could move us away from experiencing our true love. Because our true love sometimes could be even become boring. And being able to really enjoy in being creative and say, like, how could I use my love and really experience my love from different angle? And I think that's an extremely important topic, especially in intimate relations, because you want to enjoy that person, and sometimes when you meet that person every single day, it could become boring. And being able to really spice it up so you can really enjoy each other and see different angles of each other and put yourselves in different positions to see those other parts. I think it's extremely important. Number six, love without experience is a fantasy. Experience without love becomes emptiness. So love without experience is a fantasy. So it means that you say that potentially I have this love person or loved activity, but you actually don't experience that. It's like exactly the same that you potentially could love basketball, but you never play basketball, and you fantasizing about playing basketball, but you never play. So that means that you can love the sport, but you never do it. So that means it becomes a fantasy. Exactly the same, but with the relationships. It could be that you love the person, but you never spend time with it. So that means you don't experience the love. So that means you always ask, okay, do I have a love of my life? It could be activity, it could be a person. How do I experience this love? Because it's a beautiful thing when you're able to ask, okay, do I experience it well? Because it might be I just don't experience it well. And that's why I feel like this relationship is off. Because the experience of this love is not the right way. At the same time, experience without love becomes emptiness. So if you constantly experience things, but there's no emotion, no love, no nothing, it's numb. It's no nothing. So I think that we need to really have some emotions, some love in the game. Now, one thing is that if you really want to achieve like great success, a lot of times you will need to do the things necessary without feeling certain emotions. Like a motivation. I want to feel motivated and want to feel ready to do things. No, you will need to do it without it. But in general, we still need to experience some form of love. And most time is that not on a daily basis. It might be just in general, you feel content and joy by doing the things that is right. And last one, number seven, is that the real question is not which phase sounds better, it's which life you actually living. So love your experience and experience your love. And that means that we're able to really look into those statements, even though statements sounds cliche and sounds easy to understand, but again, going back to the basics, do we actually implement such a simple things? Because it's an interesting thing that I did learn it. I'm guilty of that as well. That the simplest things in life is sometimes is neglected because those are so simple to implement. But because it is so simple to implement, we neglect it because we believe that something needs to be more complicated than that. And I think that is one of the simplest, but one of the truest truth that sometimes the only thing that we need to do is simple thing. And this is again, love your experience and experience your love. And those are very, very simple statements, but at the same time, there is so much truth in that. And I think that I hope that it will reflect it because otherwise we can really miss so many things because we need to risk intimacy, creating memories, and without experiencing your love, there is no memories, no nothing. And I think that is again, we need to really, if we want to experience life in general, we need to really enjoy those, love the experience and experience your love, and that's really brings all life more colorful. Rather than living in a black and gray life, you need to really bring those two statements into life, and of course that brings the colors of the life. And that's why sometimes when you're thinking about different people's lives, you look into okay, what kind of colors in their pictures in the life they created, and sometimes it's very very dull and some gray. And I think that sometimes we need to ask, okay, what kind of colors do I create in my life? And I think that is a beautiful question to ask. So I hope you reflected because that's a beautiful topic. I was not very precise today because I just really was wanting to think about it, and I think that there's more things to share. But for now, for today, I think that's totally fine. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.